and which the Fed can't effectively counter by raising interest rates because consumers are too close to the edge. Again, that's kind of what I just said. My personal opinion is the real interest rate is about 10%. If you ever go to Shadow Stats, it gives you a real interest rate figure. I forgot his name. He's an economist.
John Williams.
What's his name?
John Williams.
John Williams, right? Yeah, he gives you a real indicator. He gives money supply, everything. Productivity gains mean higher sustainable growth rates, lower inflation, and lower unemployment. I just write what productivity gains because I don't think we have any. Well, this goes into the next point. Increases in the gross domestic product signify a healthy, growing economy. The reality, GDP is too fluff to be an accurate measure of economic health and growth. GDP just measures final consumer products that are put out into the economy. It also measures foreign products like BMWs that are sold in the United States. I think just recently the government released that we had a GDP growth of 2.3%, which doesn't make any sense. So they're saying, oh, it's fine, this is okay, we're coming out of the recession. But the reality is we're actually including goods sold from foreign companies in our GDP numbers.
We don't keep that money?
No.
No. Goes elsewhere.
And then the last one here, I have consumer confidence drives the healthy economy. Consumer confidence drives it the wrong way. The consumer is misdirected, and consumer confidence is an utterly useless statistic. Again, a lot of the myths propagated in the media and by the government with their statistics creates a false impression in the minds of the consumer. And that's one of the reasons why businesses were investing wrong in the first place. They thought, oh, it's okay, oh, the FDIC will back us or whatever if you're a consumer. So what it does, it drives, like it says, confidence in the wrong way. We should be saving, but we're spending more than we have. And I think our, what is our national debt now? $10 trillion.
7 or 8.
It's more than that now. I think
Over 10 trillion.
10 trillion now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how much we owe to ourselves. Not to mention the money we borrowed from China, which is also in the trillions, 1.3 trillion, something like that. I have some recommended reading at the bottom. One is Crash Proof by Peter Schiff, How to Profit from the Coming Economic Collapse. He's a really good author. He breaks it down in layman's terms. It's some 300 pages long, but he's been on the news a lot lately. He was also the former economic advisor for Ron Paul. Then you have others. Ludwig von Mises wrote some books, Theory of Money and Credit. So, were you reading this? Also the Roosevelt myth. Actually, I should have gotten into that a little bit more. The Great Depression. How Roosevelt is credited with saving everyone from the Great Depression, but the reality is that he helped create more problems. Roosevelt created the Social Security system, but even before Roosevelt, we have to look at Hoover, who was actually responsible for many of the things that got us into a depression. He was not a laissez-faire president at all. He bailed out a lot of companies, and he propped up a lot of companies, which ended up getting us into the severe recession, then depression, which Roosevelt then took over. Actually, Roosevelt campaigned against Hoover by saying that we wouldn't get involved in, helping the economy. He won on that basis and reversed his entire position with a huge amount of social welfare programs. But that's more information. So, are there any questions? I really want to make this interactive.
First?